All right, good morning, everybody. I got 7 o'clock. We're going to get started with the operational briefing for the Fawn fire. Today is September 27th. My name is Chris Birch, the Plan Section Chief for CAL FIRE IMT 4. If you could please silence any electronic devices you have, cell phones, radios, pagers, we will get started with a current situation.
Good morning, Monty Smith, Night Operations, CAL FIRE IMT 4. Starting with Branch 1 Division Yankee, Alpha, and Bravo. Crews continue to mop up and perform tactical patrol, as well as suppression repair and pulling all the necessary hose lays that we're no longer using. Really focused on ensuring that we had good mop-up depth in there in anticipation of the winds. Moving into Branch 5, Division Mike and Tango, crews worked really aggressively to get that mopped up, a minimum of 100 feet and then in excess of 300 in a lot of spots. Division Uniform, common theme, uniform and whiskey, they continue to mop up and perform tactical patrol. Contingency continue to work on clean up some of their lines and water barring. With that, have a safe shift.
Okay, if everybody will turn to page 1 in their IEP, we're going to cover the incident objectives. There are no changes to the management objectives, but I'm going to cover the control once again. Keep the fire north of Highway 299, keep the fire south of Shasta Lake, keep the fire east of Interstate 5, and keep the fire west of Blue Sky Road. Next, we'll get into weather.
All right, good morning, Ryan Walburn, incident meteorologist. So take the time to read the forecast that's in the IAP. This is the day that we've been talking about for a little bit. We've got this incoming cold front. You can see a few high clouds starting to increase right now. So let's just kind of walk through the day. By the time most of the people get out there, we'll have this southwesterly wind flow gradually increasing. As we get somewhere around 2 o'clock or so, the frontal approach, we'll see some of the strongest winds pushing up against the Tango country. Timing of the front, somewhere between 4 and 7 p.m. It'll be very obvious. We'll have those southwest winds, and on the order of between 15 and 30 minutes, they should abruptly change to a west-northwest direction. So you'll feel the front, you'll see the tops of the trees moving. Concerned about fire-weakened trees with the wind shift of this magnitude. As that front moves through, you can expect some rain showers somewhere on the fire line, 1/10 of an inch or less. Really want to make a point of emphasis on this frontal passage. In fire weather, we're always focused on changes, and this type of a change, even on a quiet weather, can have adverse impacts. So really heads up as you get into those afternoon hours. As you roll into your 24 during the overnight, things will become much more favorable. We'll hold on to that west-northwest flow. Humidity will come up dramatically, 80 to 100%. Temperatures will cool down into the 40s. Thanks.
Good morning, Jonathan Pangburn, Fire Behavior Analyst with Team 4. Increased humidity, very good. Our highest probability of ignition is only going to get up to about 40% today. It's not about the fine fuels today. It's about your larger materials. You've been seeing it out there. The larger fuels are consuming quite well. They are still critically dry. Any tiny bit of humidity or moisture that we get from this system is not going to impact those heavies. They're still going to consume. Anything that is in the process of consuming, though, could really try to get with it with the wind coming on it, right? So you're looking at a southwest wind pushing to a west-northwest wind, and then eventually the following shift coming more out of the north-northeast. We are going to be seeing the lines tested, especially over on the Branch 5 side. So my points of concern are extra mop-up in any of those heavy fuels, anything close to the line, knowing that it's going to get wind tested from multiple directions. And like you heard, fire weekend trees, look up. Anything that's above 2025 is already going to be pushing trees and causing a significant hazard. And if the forecast is calling for 35, definitely keep your heads open for it. Make it a safe day.
Good morning, my name is Sean Berkmer, Resource Unit Leader Trainee. Roll call will be held at division breakouts, but I'll be introducing your line leadership. Branch 1, Tim Perkins. Here. With trainee, Nick Ciappone. Here. Division Alpha Bravo, Jason Collins. Here. Division Yankee, Garrett Quigley. Branch 5, Jake Cowan. Here. Trainee, Dusty Gives. Here. Division Mike Tango, Clint Swenson. With trainee Nico Mattioli. Here. Division Uniform, Buck Thomas. Here. Division Whiskey, Dave Height. Here. With trainee Anthony Pescatori. Here. Contingency Branch, Shane Galvez. Suppression Repair Branch, Ben Rowe. Repair Group 1, Scott Irvine. Repair Group 5, Kevin Mancebo. And Anderson Staging, Tyler Holquist. Thank you.
Good morning. Shane Lauderdale, Day Operations with CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 4. I just want to say what you see and what you did last shift is absolutely spectacular. The kind of professionalism I heard on the radio and the work that I saw when I flew this yesterday truly made us proud. So thank you for that work and for stopping the eastern spread of that fire. There is absolutely no doubt that our biggest concern was that we were going to continue to have that lateral eastern flow. And with what you've heard from weather, if you hadn't done what you did when you did it, we would have a completely different conversation this morning. So thank you. So let's talk about how we finished the job. Number one is today in Alpha and Bravo, Yankee, Branch 1, especially Garrett, we need you to focus on figuring out exactly what we need to do to make this area in Yankee safe so we can get that repopulated, okay? So that's going to be our number one focus today. Any smokes that you see that you can safely get to and mop up, let's focus on doing that so that everyone that goes in there is confident that we've done our job. As we move into Branch 5, it's very clear we have a whole lot of people that are still out of their homes, and with this weather that's coming in, we want to, pardon me, we want to make sure that we can safely return them to their homes. And so for Branch 5, Jake, let's focus on whatever needs to be done to get those lines strengthened and ensure that we have safe areas for people to return to. With that said, in Whiskey, that's our big concern for ensuring that we're ready for that north wind and don't have any issues along Bear Mountain Road. Today, pull hose. Any hose that you can pull out based upon what the divisions think. And then we do not have enough runners to help you logistically. So strike team leaders, pardon me, please get the hose in and bring it back to base. Let's finish the job.
Hey, good morning. Todd Horton, CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 4 Safety. I'd like you to turn to page 17 in your IAP. And I'm going to hit on what F-Band said about trees, fire week and trees over the areas, especially where you guys are mopping up around structures. Keep a heads up for that. He gave you guys a time, and I think he's pretty spot on pretty being close to his time there. We don't just print things and put them in the IAP for you guys to read. They all mean something. Somebody's paid the price or the ultimate price for everything that we've printed in here. Okay, so it means something, so know what it's talking about. Driving, I moved up to the top of the list. We're kind of at that point in the incident where driving always becomes an issue. Slow down, get to where you're going, drive respectfully. You're going to start seeing a lot more cooperating agencies, multiple agencies out there trying to do their job as well as we're trying to do our job. So slow down so we get to where we're trying to go. And it's Team 4's expectation that everybody gets the briefing. On down to the firefighters, doesn't matter, water tender drivers, anybody that is out there doing what we're all doing needs to get that briefing, okay? And being safe means being responsible. So Team 4 asks that everybody go out today and be responsible. Thank you.
Good morning, y'all. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations Team 4. To assist you in meeting your operational objectives today, we will continue to run our helicopters out of the Mountain Gate Helibase. We have 6 Type 1s, 2 Type 2s, and 3 Type 3s. Additionally, the California National Guard is providing us with a 24-hour rescue ship out of Redding, assigned to our incident. Order them through incident communications as needed.
Good morning, Mike Heffron, Community Leader at IMT4. There is no change in the clone today. However, we did give suppression repair and contingency their own tack to help support you guys as those divisions get more resources. Once again, in your division breakouts, make sure all that your resources have that clone of Fawn V2, which is the current clone, and that way we're all safe and have a good shift. Thank you.
Good morning, Steve McGarry, Medical Unit Leader, CAL FIRE Team 4. The medical plan can be found on page 21. I want to emphasize something a little different this morning. Box 8, there towards the bottom, is the emergency reporting instructions. Please make sure that in the event of a line emergency that you have that information, pass it up the chain of command so we can get you the closest available resource. Also listed there at the top is CalMat, which is the medical assistance team. We have a physician and they provide any medical supplies here to the incident, as well as MERT for our CDCR partners. Please have a great shift.
A couple quick things for training. If you have not checked in with training, please do so. There is a training message in the IEP. Scan that QR code, get checked in with training. It will expedite your DMOB. And then we have a cooperatives meeting this morning at 10 a.m. in the Trinity Hall. Closing comments from the IC.
Thanks, Chris. Good morning. Daryl Laws. I'm the Deputy IC for IMT4. So, like Operations said, thank you for your hard work. Thanks for the line leadership, guys. Fantastic work out there putting this thing to bed. Two things I want to talk about today. One is community. So today when we go out there, there's a potential that people are going to be repopulated into the fire area. So when you're out there today, be aware that there's going to be, the public might be in the area you're working. Be helpful, be kind. Remember, we all come from different zip codes, but the local Shasta Trinity unit, they keep this zip code. They're going to be here when we're gone. So please, be helpful where you can. And last is vigilance. Today we need to be vigilant. We've got some wind that's predicted, and we've had some fires this year that that have done things that they've stood up, they've ran on us, and just kicked our butts this summer. So continue with this one. We want to get a win. Be ready to smash anything that stands up and tries to challenge our line. Last, just let's hold the line today. Thank you.
Okay, if you're an unassigned resource, if you're not in the IEP, I'd really like you guys to check the DMOB list first. If you're not on the DMOB list, you're going to tie in with unassigned resources over where you picked up the IEPs with resources and operations. Division breakouts are posted along on the trees. Everybody turn your devices on and have a safe shift. Thank you.